wait a minute, make sure everything's up and running, everything's all live and good. But what's going on, everybody? Make sure everything's up and running, everything's all live. Think we're good. Sounds good. All right, cool. Florida Atlantic and San Diego State. We'll have a free play in that one. So if you're just joining in, and you're joining in early, live, I do have a couple baseball picks that are about to pit. First pitch is on their way. I do like the Giants today over the Yankees. So if you're sitting here watching, you can put that one in. Those first pitches like 4:08, so right around the corner. A couple other baseball picks I like today. I also like the Pirates. Everybody, and I mean everybody, is high on Nick Lodolo, and for good reason. He's one of the highest swing and miss pitchers in baseball. The dude's absolutely nasty, but man, he has accuracy issues. First game of the year, I think he's extremely overrated. Even when he was at his best last year, he was still giving up runs, even though he was striking out about 11 per 9 innings. So Pirates on the money line, Giants on the money line, both good plus money plays. Those are the 4 o'clock plays here today. And I also be going with the Mets too. So those three, you can do whatever you want with them. But that's just leading into the final four between San Diego State and Florida Atlantic. Should be a damn good game. I'll get right on into it. No waiting around for this one. So San Diego State's team of grown men. They're the best defensive team in the tournament. I mean, they played a pretty good schedule, and they are legit. I've been on them pretty much every game in the tournament. They are one of my favorite teams. I think they are extremely underrated. Now they're properly rated. But their defense is phenomenal. 1 through 5 can almost switch and guard any single position. They're a team of grown men, and they are tough. You got to get used to them. They're one of the best first half teams in the country, and I think that's because of their strength, their size, their speed, and their ability to match up on defense. So, out of the gate, first play that I'll be going with on this live stream here will be San Diego State first half -1.5. I think that it is about Florida Atlantic's slow starts. Florida Atlantic is quite possibly the streakiest team. Of all 68 teams in the tournament, they could be the streakiest. They're one of these teams, the way they play extremely confident, but that also comes with some long streaks of no scoring mixed in with some streaks of 15-0 runs. They're one of the streakiest teams in college basketball, and I'm going to play it like that today. One of my favorite plays of the entire NCAA tournament is going to be Florida Atlantic live today. I will be taking San Diego State in the first half, and I'm not going to wait until halftime. If San Diego State is running it up early and I can get Florida Atlantic at plus 10.5 right in that area, I will be hopping on that ASAP. I think it's one of my favorite plays of the tournament. They are extremely streaky, but they play extremely confident. If the shots aren't falling early, the way they weren't against Memphis or Tennessee, watch out. Even the Kansas State game. Kansas State, they had 23 turnovers. Like, the probability of winning when you turn the ball over 20-plus times in a tournament game is almost zero. You don't win. The fact that they were able to pull that game out with that many turnovers is extremely promising. If they're able to clean that up, and they're a team that doesn't turn the ball over, so if they're able to clean that up, they're dangerous. But I think it will take a little bit to get used to San Diego State's speed, their size. And they've been around for a long time. They got a lot of guys that are 24, 25 years old. I mean, they are the definition of a COVID team. A lot of these guys were actually on the San Diego State team that was 30-2 the year that COVID canceled the NCAA tournament. So they've got a lot to play for. I kind of lean San Diego State to win this game, but I do think it will come down to the wire. I think San Diego State first half is the play. Florida Atlantic live plus 10. I mean, if they get to like plus 13, 14 in that area, they will not quit. They have no quit in them. They play extremely confident. They've been down in the majority of these games they've played so far. I think in every single tournament game so far, they've been losing. They're confident. They know they're going to come back, so I will be hopping on that. And if you look at the Conference USA throughout postseason basketball, it's been the best conference by far. Charlotte won the CBI. The NIT was 2 Conference USA teams, North Texas and UAB. Florida Atlantic, we've seen what they've done. So Conference USA, they're looking to make a name for themselves. Florida Atlantic live, they will not quit. So, if you're just tuning in, what's going on? You can go rewind it, check it on out. But baseball plays for today are the Giants on the money line versus the Yankees. That could be a live play. Doesn't really matter there. Usually these baseball games, you can get at just about any point. I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but if you do happen to get in here a little late and want to get them live, I'm looking for the Mets, the Pirates, and the Giants. Those are my three teams today. Yesterday was one of those days. Every single small play was money. All the free plays, money. Biggest play of the day was on South Carolina versus Iowa in the women's Final Four. I think if they play 10 times, they beat the brakes off of 9. That was just one of those games. They got out-coached from start to finish, and, big plays. It's tough losing them, but, it is what it is. Look to bounce back here today. April special. That is no April Fools. That is a great deal. You get the Masters for golf. Right now, I haven't looked at what's going on in golf as much, but I know we have Brendan Todd, Kuchar. We got a lot of guys at the top of that leaderboard. Golf has been extremely profitable during this season and last season as well. It's a lot of big plus money plays. It's extremely interesting and extremely profitable even if you're not into golf. But April special, you get MLB, NBA, which comes the play-in game, the playoffs. You get the Final Four, National Championship, the whole shebang. So that's a killer deal. That's down in the description. You can find that over at ghostpicksats.com. So, we'll wrap it up. But I'm going to get right back. I'm going to talk about it one more time. A couple of the key things about this game here. Matchups. Matt Bradley for San Diego State. There's something wrong with him, but Trammell, who is a transfer from Seattle, he is one of the best transfers in college basketball. He's a sixth man for San Diego State. Again, 23 years old, 22 years old. The whole team is old. They're ready for this moment. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to dominate this Florida Atlantic team. From what I've seen, San Diego State quite possibly could compete with UConn in the national championship or Miami, but they got to get through Florida Atlantic. And I think we've seen them kind of take their foot off the gas in some of these games. They did it against Charleston. They pretty much dominated Furman from start to finish. And then the Alabama game. They had Alabama against the ropes and then kind of let them off. If they do that against Florida Atlantic, this game's going to come down to the wire. So, Florida Atlantic plus the points live, I think, is going to be one of my favorite plays of the entire tournament. I'm dead set on it. JaVale Davis and these guys, they play extremely confident. They're extremely talented, and their speed creates mismatches. They run the 5-out offense, which we saw San Diego State kind of dominate against Furman. So, look for San Diego State first half, and then live on the Florida Atlantic Owls. That's about all I got for today. Golf. I will say there's one pick. Haven't had matchups in golf this week. There was a couple rain delays. Vegas hasn't released any matchups because, well, they haven't known about any matchups during the day. But one guy that I'm looking for live, Hideki Matsuyama. He is dangerous. He was one of these guys that we pointed out during the week. He's a boomer bust. He's been injured pretty much for the past 3 years. So he's got the most withdrawals of anybody in the entire PGA. This week, though, he's made his move, and he is now, let me see, he's tied for 8th place. His live odds to win, he's done for the day. So, let me see. Hideki Matsuyama to win this tournament live is not coming up. Give me a second here. We're live. It's always changing. Let me see. Hideki Matsuyama live to win the Valero Texas Open. He is 40-1 odds. Now he is only like 2 strokes back of second place. Now first place is running away with it, Patrick Rogers. But this guy has not won a single golf tournament in his entire career. If he blows up, Hideki Matsuyama's right there for the taking. And looking at the names at the top of the leaderboard, there's not a lot of guys who have a ton of experience winning. I think at 40-1, coming out Sunday, he'll put the pressure on these guys to, If the top dogs choke, if that top guy, Patrick Rogers, who is a plus 180, I don't think that's right. I don't think he should be that, but, it is what it is. Never won a golf tournament in his life. If Matt Kuchar doesn't win this thing, I think Hideki Matsuyama at 40-1. And now I didn't even search for best odds there. That is just on DraftKings, which is what I use for outright winners. It's usually pretty good live, but while we're in here, I will look and find the best odds at the best book for you, because I'm about to take the same thing. Let me see. Hideki Matsuyama, yep, 40-1. That's the best we're going to find. He's at PointsBet DraftKings. I think that number should probably be closer to 20-1. He's at 7 under. He's done for the day. That's dangerous. So, quick recap. Baseball, we're on the Giants, the Mets, and the Pirates, all on the money line. And then college basketball, San Diego State first half, Florida Atlantic live, plus 10.5. If you miss 10.5 and it gets up to 13, 14, I'm in all the way. I don't care what it is. They do not lose this game by double digits. And then golf, Hideki Matsuyama live on the money line, or live to win outright at 40-1. I think that is a gift given the strength at the top of the field. So, thanks for tuning in. Them Ghost Picks, Patrick, April special, $150, all plays, all sports. Great month to get on board. Happy April Fools. I ain't no fool. Good luck, God bless, grind on, and I'm out of here. Peace.